So for this question, I will just go through part by part. First, let's look at 6a. Now 6a, we know that if a to the power of m bracket n, right? Remember I told you in class that we use the example on the lift, right? So the one inside the lift is upstairs, the one outside the lift is downstairs. If we were to treat the square root basically as some sort of a lift, so am will be upstairs and n will be downstairs. Okay, so that's the idea we use here for this question. So if for part a to the power of 2 square root 3 multiplied by 6 root a, right? I can do a power 1, okay? I can again push 2 to the top and 3 to the bottom, multiply by a, okay, 1 to the top and 6 to the bottom, okay, just by using this law over here. Okay, so then from there, this is the same as a to the power of 2 over 3 plus 1 over 6, right? Since here to here we know that a to the power of m times a to the power of n is just equals to a power m plus n. Now using your calculator to simplify this, you know that this will just give you a to the power of 5 over 6. Okay, so this will just give you a to the power of 5 over 6. Now next, let's look at b. So b is okay, b is also base b, 4 over 5 times b to the 1 over 2 divided by p to the power negative 2 over 5. Okay, so b to the power negative 2 over 5, I can write this as first, let me just convert this. So we have to be very careful what we are dealing with here. I mean, if I'm going to change this to positive, is it because I'm manipulating the division sign, or am I manipulating the negative power, right? So first, I can change it first to the positive multiplication. This is 1 over b to the power negative 2 over 5, right? At the same time, I can change this to b to the power of 2 over 5. Okay, so if I divide by negative power, it's the same as I times, then it becomes a positive power. Okay, over 1, right? Because from here to here, we know that a to the power of negative n is the same as 1 over a power n. Okay, now looking at all these powers is all multiplication. This just gives me b to the power of 4 over 5 plus 1 over 2 plus 2 over 5. Right, again, because a to the power of m times a power n is the same as a power m plus n, right? The product law of indices. Okay, so as we are going through step by step, I would also want you to know the different laws that are being used. Alright, so over here, just adding up all the powers together, and we have our final answer to be b to the power of 17 over 10. Okay, so that's for A and B. All right, for C and D, as follows. This is so for C and D, C to the power 1 over 10 divide by C to the power negative 1 over 5 multiply C to the power negative 3 over 2. First, what I want to do is if I want to combine these two together just by using like the quotient law of indices, right? What I can do is I can say that this is the same as C 1 over 10 subtract negative 1 over 5, right? Because I know that here to here quotient law, a power m divided by a power n is the same as a power m minus n. Okay, then after that multiply by c negative 3 over 2. So this will give me c 1 over 10 plus 1 over 5. 1 over 10 plus 1 over 5 is the same as 3 over 10. Multiply by c to the power negative 3 over 2. Right, again, this is the same as c 3 over 2 added with negative 3 over 2. Same law of indices over here, a to the power of m, product law, a power n is the same as a power m plus n. A power m times a power n is a power m plus n. So that simplifies to give me my answer. My answer would just be equals to c to the power of negative 6 over 5. Okay. Now let's go to D. M to the power 1/3, n to the power negative 5, 3 over 5. Alright. We know that, again, using law of indices, that if we have ab to the power of m, this is the same as a power m times b power m. So this will be the same as m to the power 1/3, 3 over 5, n to the power negative 10, 3 over 5. Okay? So because I'm just throwing the 3 over 5 into each of the individual terms. Then from there, this will be m to the power of 1/3 times 3 over 5 multiply n to the power negative 10 times 3 over 5. Okay, because a to the power of m bracket n is the same as a power m times n. And also a power m bracket n, m times n. Finally, that gives me the answer to be m to the power of 1/3, 1 over 5 multiplied by n to the power of negative 6. Now, if I want the answer to be in index, positive index form, then okay, this should be 1 over c 6 over 5, and this should be m to the power 1 over 5 over n to the power of 6. Okay, so that's for part C and part D lah. Right, so next one would be part E and F. So E and F over here. Let's take a look at this part. Okay, not too difficult, so not to worry. So p to the power of 2 over 3, q to the power of negative 4 over 5, to 3 over 2. This is again the same as p to the power of 2 over 3 power 3 over 2. So this 3 over 2 is on the outside, right? 3 over 2 dot q to the power of negative 4 over 5. Again, this is also power 3 over 2. Okay, so here, same law as what I did for part E, right? That a to the power of m, ab to the power of m, right? Basically, the power m can distribute inside a power m, b power m. So this is the same, wrong. This is the same as p to the power of 2 over 3 times 3 over 2 dot q to the power of negative 4 over 5 times 3 over 2, right? Because here, a power m bracket n is the same as a power m times n. So that finally gives me the answer to be p to the power of 1, q to the power of negative 6 over 5, pushing to positive index is p over q power 6 over 5. Okay, so that is for part E. Now part F, let me just write it down. Again, I can also push in my negative power into all of them. Alright, into all of them. So this is the same as 81 x power 20 power negative 1 over 4 over 16x8y8 to the power of negative 1 over 4. Okay, so why am I doing this is because I know that a over b power m is the same as a power m, b power m. So I can split the powers into the numerator and the denominator. Then this will be the same as 81 to the power negative 1/4 x power 20 to the power of negative 1/4 as well. Okay, so the negative 1/4, you can see I put it in red. You can see how it's being distributed to every single person. And x power 8 negative 1/4, y power 8 negative 1/4. Okay, see how it's being distributed to everybody. Alright, so then with that, can make use of a calculator to help you lah. So this portion over here, this part, just use your calculator or whatsoever. You can simplify it down to, I believe is 16. You'll simplify to 2 over 3. And this one, I'll just leave it to you to do it. You'll simplify to 1 over x cubed. This part, you'll just simplify to y squared. So the final answer is 2y squared over 3x cubed. Okay, thank you.